Okay, good day to you. All right, so I did in one of my earlier videos I posted on my social media handles, my YouTube, my Instagram, Facebook. I played a song from basic to gospel level, into in quality intermediate level, and the song was "Here I Am to Worship." So I promised to do a breakdown for a student called sent me a message on one of my social media handles was requesting a breakdown. So I'll start from the basics so you can give, for those who have not watched the video, can give us like a basic understanding. I also dropped the link to the gospel videos and the gospel moves and all that in my description below. All right, so you can check it out. Now, this is the breakdown. First of all, we're on the key of C major. On the key of C major, we have it as all right. So now your one is your one is your C, two is your D. So your one is your C, which in this situation is your do. Your D is your two, which is re. E is your mi, which is three. F is your five, which is four. So is your five, which is G, and A is your la, which is your six, and your T is your seven, which is your B. All right, and your do is again is your octave. That is number eight. All right, which is your C. All right, so the song starts on your C major, but I'm going to use instead of using my roots, I'm going to be using my second inversion. All right, which is my 5 1 3. On my left hand, I can decide to play my octave, which is my 1 5 8 or 1 5 1. Anyone comfortable for you to call. Now, what I'm going to now do is the reason why I'm playing this as my one instead of first inversion or root. The song goes from here I am to worship. So here I am to worship. So it goes from my four to my three and lands on the three. So here I am to worship. Here I am to bow. So that one suits me fine. But if I play the roots, it will be here I am to. It's still okay. But for me, I prefer for a beginner level play the second inversion. All right. Here I am to worship. Here I am to bow down. What's the melody line? Bow down. That's your two. So I'm playing it as 5 over my 7. So that is my saw over my T. In music, some people refer to this chord combination as your, some people refer to it as your T chord, some people refer to it as your saw chord. For me, I just like calling it the way it is. I'll call it my 5 over my 7. Originally, your T should look like this, but it will not work in this case because of your 4. So playing it this way sounds much better. Your 5 over your 7. Okay? So here I am to worship. Here I am to bow down. Here I am to say. So here to say, still your three. Say, remember you went from here I am to worship. Here I am to bow down. Here I am to say that you're my God. So here I am to say. So what I'm playing is actually my one, which is my my do second inversion over my one on my left hand. Now the one on my left hand I can play it like this, which is okay, or like this. But for now, let me play it this way. Say that you my God. Now you'd have expected me to play since I learned the melody line on one. I should land on one. But if you try it, here I am to worship, here I am to bow down, here I am to say that you're my God. It doesn't make any sense. All right, so deeper when you go deeper into understanding the context of sounds and the rest of them, you will now begin to discover that most times when the melody line lands on your one, you can also land on your 4 chord, especially if you have played your 1 chord before that 4. Because in this situation, here I am to worship, here I am to bow, here I am to say that you're one, you're my God. All right, because I've played the 1 already, the 1 chord already. So musically, I have to go to my 4. My God. All right, some people do, you're my God. So that's the basic. Now let's go to the is it advanced now? I'll call it, or it's not advanced. I'll call it intermediate level. I played, and in the song, I did something like this. Here I am too. So yeah, this is what I did. So what I did here was, so what is this? What's that concept all about? This is your, remember, this is your C root chord, your triad. This is your major seventh. What I did was to play the fourth inversion. I think I'm correct because this is the second inversion. This will be the third inversion, and this will be the fourth inversion. And what I now did was to omit my 3 here and bring it here. So it gave me this. So that's where I got that chord from. This chord, it can be used over your 6. Sometimes it can be used over your 4, over your 3, over your 1, over your 5. That's how your major 7th can be used in this context. All right, because some people use this one for your 7 sometimes. All right, so that's this. So then the second chord I played was this. Maybe I must have played it as this, but it's still correct, but I prefer this. So where is this chord coming from? This is simply your C major 7th. This should be your third inversion, but I omitted the 1 and played it like this. So the first one, so how did I do the movement? So is this, the rhythm is like this. So the 3 and the 5 come down together. Sorry. Then 3 and the 1 come down together. Then what chord is this? This is actually your sus4 chord. This is the sus4. This is sus2. This is sus4. But I'll double the 1 here. And then I played on my left hand your 4 clustered chord, which is this, and brought it here. All right, omitted the A here and brought the A here. So we have that what I did in the first start. So I did this is a move you can use to your play to your 1. This is a move you can play to your 4 chord. Sorry, this can be omitted. This can be substituted as your 4 chord. All right. It's a kind of worship chord. Imagine playing this with power. All right. So then I now played, and I did. So what did I do there? So this is your sus4. This is actually your sus5, but over my G clustered, but bringing it here, which serves as my 7. All right. This serves as my 7. This is my 6. This serves as my 7. But it's my sus5. Now, how is sus5? This is it. I doubled the D and brought it here. So here. So together we have. You can play this way, it's still okay. Now this can serve as your 5. You can play it as your 5 if you want, but I call it 7. When I did the slow movement I did there was So that movement is the two hands. Then now the for your left hand is here. It is so different fingering. So we have so we have so that's what I did there. Then another thing that was serving as my 7. All right. So another thing I now did was so instead of going to my 1/3 like I did in the you say so. Let me sing it and play to this point. So here I am to here I am. So this moment I did is like my one because here I am to here I am to bow down. You see it? So this moment I played is serving as my one chord in this context. These 3 moves. Then to go to my 7 or you call it your 5. So it's the same thing as here I am to worship, here I am to bow down. So you see it 1, 2, 3, 4, and 1, 2, 3, 4. So I did that. Here I am to 1, 2, 3, 4. So this had the 2 beats. Why this had 1? So this is serving as my 1. There's your 5 for your 7. Then instead of going to my 1 to go to my 4, and add it, okay. I think this is what I played. Yeah, this is what I played. So what this chord is actually my 3 to go to my 4. Alright. So this is actually this should be my it is a sus2 chord for the key of D. Yeah. This is D sus2. But I'm bringing my D over here. It gives me this. On the key of D major, this actually serves as my Do. It actually serves as my Do. I'll talk about those songs later, not now. So, so we now did. So on the left hand, what I'm playing is actually my F major, omitting the 5. There we have there. Or what we now played in this second move is actually now the C sus2. That is sus2, but come here. On the left hand, I'm playing the E major without the 5, which is the B from the key of E major. So we have, all right. I now not stopped here. I now played another move again, which is so that move is simply on my finger. I did so this and this last together. But the first move is you get it. So why my right hand is this chord is gotten from this 5, 1, and 4. Alright, the normal gospel jazz movement. But instead of playing you can play it as 5, 1, then 4. So, but I did not play the 5. I just went straight to the 1. This is a substitution for the 1. Alright, this chord is a substitution for the 1. So I was like assuming that this is my 5. Then I did 1. So this is serving as my 1, and somehow this is serving as my 5. This is my 5. Sorry. So that move, then 1. So that's the understanding. So the concept of that move is gotten from 5, 1, 4. can be substituted as 5, 1, and 4. So, but my 5 is this move, then 1, then 4. So the 4 I played in the song is, I think I played. So what I did there on my left hand, I played 4, 1, 5. You could in your one on your left hand, you can always play something like this: 1, 5, 1, or 1, 5, 7, or 1, 5, 2, or 1, 5, 3, or you combine both. So the same thing: 1, 4, 1, 1, 4, 5, or 1, 4 combine, or this. So what I now did my right hand now did. It's a popular gospel lick. All right. Anyhow, so what I did there was, you get it. Then, all right, La, second inversion to your C, to your Do sus2. So, all right, so that's all. You have this. All together. Then what else did I play? Okay, so I think with this,